So you might be wanting to start a YouTube channel and you feel that you don't have the right equipment for editing. These voices might be speaking to you. You cannot make you That should stop, because today we shall be learning on how to edit videos in CapCut using your Android phone. And if you are an iOS user, you can also use the same app to edit your videos. This app is called CapCut. In the previous video, I showed you on how you can download this app free of charge, and all the premium features have been unlocked. If you did not watch that video, find it up here. Go watch it before you come and watch this video. Now, with just your phone, you can be able to create videos and post them and grow your audience. You can be a shorts creator or a long form creator. But today we shall be focusing on shorts, and I'll be dedicating another video for the long form editing. But today, let's focus on short videos. Now, first of all, short videos are recorded in portrait. Portrait means the height is longer than the width. So we shall be talking about the 9:16 ratio of the videos. And it should be noted that the shorts video are usually 1 minute long or 60 seconds long. But if you're making it for TikTok, you can add up to 10 minutes. But we are focusing on shorts, so we shall be doing a 1 minute video. It should also be noted that these videos can be drawn from a long video. For example, you did a video worth 10 minutes and you just need a section to highlight whatever you are talking about. You can cut it into small pieces and fix them to become one. So why can't we jump into CapCut and I show you how you can edit that just in a bunch? So the first thing to do is to click it, obviously, and then you'll come and create a new project, and then you'll choose a video you want to use. So I'll choose my previous video that I used and come and click on add. So you'll just click on add, and then it will be added on the scene. I think the brightness is too high. Let me lower it a bit. I think that is manageable. Then after that, you need to select a portion where you feel that you need to have that. So assume that my video starts right here. So all I need to do is to select the video, and then you see this thing split. I'll click on split so that it cuts from there. Then I'll pick the first part, and after I select it, I'll click on delete. So that first initial part will be removed. All right. Then after that, I'll move ahead and select the parts that I want. So for example, I needed up to there. I'll do a split. I'll come, I'm just doing it random. You'll be listening to your audio. Then I'll do another split, and maybe I need to remove this center part. I'll just hit on delete. So you'll collect your small parts until you have 1 minute. So assume that this my 1 minute reaches here. You can see the count here. So that is 59 seconds. I'll need up to 1 minute, just like that. I'll select this and hit split, and then I'll take this and delete it. All right. So on my timeline, I have a 1 minute long video. Then I can now start doing the manipulations, wanting to add some, effects and all that. So for example, if I want to adjust the brightness and the contrast, I'll just move this to this last part. You see they have written here, adjust. So all I need to do is just to click on adjust, and then I will choose what I want to adjust. If, for example, I need to adjust the brightness, I'll click on the brightness. It will bring this very level, and then I want to add, some brightness. So I'll just push this a little bit from here to something like that. As you observe the video change, you can see if you reduce, it's becoming dark. If you increase, it's becoming even brighter. All right. I still feel this brightness is high. Let me reduce it to somewhere like there, so that you can see this screen a bit well. So I may want to increase it to somewhere. Let me play around with this. Sometimes you just play around with this to see where it suits. So I think to this level is okay. All right, and then if I want to increase the contrast, I'll click on the contrast, and I can now play around with the contrast as I look at how it is changing. If you have basics in editing, you will understand this, but sometimes again it's good to just play around with these things and see what image brings the best. Then I'll come to the graphs. Now here the graphs are giving me more options. You know the RGB, right? For those of you who've done Photoshop and Premiere Pro, you understand this graph. So this is just a curve. All you need to do is to change these knobs. So first of all, you click to add a point, all right? And then you click and drag to see the changes on the screen. So if you take it up, you are increasing the brightness. If you take it down, you are reducing the brightness. So here we are dealing with the highlights because we've selected the whites, all right? So all I need to do is just to push them a little bit down so that I have that. I think that's fine. If you want to see the before and the after, you long press in the screen. So that is the before. If you leave it, that is after. That is before. That is after. All right. Then if I want to change the reds, I'll just select the reds. All right. Select the reds and then click to add a point. Right. And then you'll drag either this to remove the reds. If you remove the reds, you remain with cyan. If you increase the reds, you reduce, of course, the cyan and increase the reds. So I usually like to add a little bit, a touch of the red, not that much, but a touch of it on the skin. All right. Then I can want to deal with the greens. So I'll select the greens, add an anchor point. So mostly what I do, I add the points at the midtones. I usually change the midtones. So these are the shadows, these are the highlights, these are the midtones. So that is what I usually do. And so the greens, I usually want to remove the greens so that I have magenta-ish thing, but I don't really remove all of it. I just a touch of it so that I have some magenta-ish in there. Then on the blues, I usually like to add the blues from the middle again. So I just add here a point and try to increase it to have some bluish thing. So you can see all the curves are already here. We have the blue, the green, the red, and the whites. If I click in here, that is the before. Not cool. That is after. Now look at that. I think I like that. You can go ahead and add so many stuff that you want. But for me, that is usually what I do. And after that, you can also increase this to see the difference as well. Right, you see the before and the after. That will do us just fine. And so let me get it back to normal. So that is how you do the graphs. You can do the highlights, you can do many things just like any other editor. You can even do vignette. Vignette means that on these edges you'll have some dark corners, right? But that is not what I want in this video. Vignette, usually you use it to drive the audience to where you want them to focus on. So those are the things that you can do. You can add that, and you see it adds it as an adjustment. So if you want it to be on the entire of the video, you need to select it and drag to fill the entire video. So you'll need to drag it to the end until it fills the 1 minute. That is what I hate in this app. You need to do it even if you have 10 minutes. You'll need to do this, and I usually find it so hectic. But then if you want good results, you'll spend your time and just do this. So you can even, okay, yeah, I've already reached at the end. I wanted to show you that you can zoom in and out of the timeline so that you can have your timeline at least looking good. So you can go back. You can also add the filters. So if you come to the filters, for those of you who like filters, you can either use the adjust here. We have already done it, but you can add the filters and you move in the filter. So you realize that in this my app, all the features have been unlocked. So if you want your features unlocked, please find a video in the link in the description. You can go and watch that video on how to download CapCut with no watermark. So you look at the ones that you want to use, but normally I don't use filters. After I've adjusted my video, I don't need to use the filters. But if you want to use that, that is what you'll do, and that will be fine. Then what else can you add? Yes, you can Now come to text. If you want to add text, you just click on the text, and then you have add text, you have text template. If you've already saved it, we have auto captions. I'll be teaching you on how we use that, auto lyrics, stickers, and draw. So if you want to add some text, you just come to add text, then that will be brought there. You will type your text that you want, but for me, I don't want to add any text right now because it will take us a long time. Sorry for that. I think I touched the camera. Yeah, so I don't add text at this moment. So if you need to add, that is what you'll be doing. But for this video, allow me not to do that. So say that you have your video and you want to add audio. All right. So all you need to do is to click on audio, and then you click on sounds. All right. And then you come to the folder that is where you've saved. If they are online or on TikTok, you can sync this with TikTok so that you can use your favorite songs on TikTok in here. But for me, I have not synced CapCut with TikTok. So I'll come to this file explorer, and I come to from a device, and then you search for your song that you want to add, and then you can always add it as an audio or a background music. That is what I mean. But for me, I really don't need such. But if you need to do that, that is what exactly you will do. Sorry. If you also want to add some effects, you'll just add on the effects and you search for that effect. But this one, you need to be connected to the internet. I've just turned my internet off to avoid unnecessary notifications. But if you have internet, you can search effects online. Like if you want an explosion, if you want a cat meowing, and so on and so forth. That is what you'll basically do. You can also have extracted audio from videos. You can try it, but then if you want to extract this, you can import a video and extract it from that very video. So if you try it, if you have a video that has a sound that you want, you can always pick that video. For example, this video, then you import sound only. So you'll have this sound added from that previous video. So if you play it, you hear that, you go, that one is what I've just added. But for me, I don't need it. If you don't want it, just select and delete it. So you can add that audio in that way. Again, you can record your voiceover. All you need to do is to hit on record, and it will start recording. If you click in there, it will start recording. So for example, I say, then I will grant it permission when using this app. And then, let me see. It's having a countdown. Say, hey there, this is Kazungu Duncan. I hope that you are doing fine. Welcome to our today's video. In our today's video, we are talking about on how to use CapCut as your video editor. Stop. So once I stop that and I tick here, it will be added as an audio. So for example, if I turn the volume of this one down, where is the volume? If I move to, where is the volume? I saw some volume somewhere. This volume, if I turn this down for the original video, and then we listen to what I've just recorded. For example, you are dealing with some pictures here, and you need what do we call it? A voiceover. That is what you'll do. I've just hit the camera again. I'm sorry. So let's listen to what I've just recorded. All right, so you find that that audio has been recorded, it's clean, it's good, and all that. So that is what you need to do if you want to add what we call a voiceover. If you don't want it, you can always delete it at any time. And again, you can always also increase its volume. If you come to volume, you can push it. If it is too low, you can push it up to 1,000. You'd see it's pushed up, right? You can listen to it. So you find that that audio has been pushed by some good amount, and then you just click OK. But I don't want this at this moment, so I'll just select it and delete it. So after that, what else do you want to know? The stickers. If you want to use the stickers, you'll use that. But then I want to show you how you can now turn this into a short, because a short, we said it is portrait. So all we need to do is to come to format, And then on the format, we have the fit, we have 9 to 16. That is what we want. But if you're doing for YouTube, you'll choose the 16 to 9. And if you're doing for Instagram, you'll do the 1 to 4 or the 4 to 3. That is what you'll do. These are just dimensions or ratios. So all we need to do is to click on 9 to 16. It will now put it in portrait. And then after that, you will need to, use your 2 fingers or your 2 hands to, expand that video so that it fits. All right. So I'll come here and just do that. So if I do this, and when you're doing that, consider those, you see those lines. If you do this, you are altering it. But then look at those blue lines. They are showing, these are grid or they are guidelines. They are showing us when we are doing it right. So make sure that it is at the center. And you can play it and see. So it's at the center. Remember, we pushed down the audio. But remember, we also cut this. So if you to reach on the next video, it is going to do something else. Let's see. You see it's changing. So you'll need to also do the same to this. So you'll make sure that all your audios are well fit. So if I look at this, I'm at the center all through, and that is what I want to do. All right. Then I'll not do for this for the others. Maybe I'll just even delete it. But I just wanted to show you that you need at least 1 minute if you want to communicate. But then it doesn't matter. Even if you have 30 seconds, it still works. Now, so we have our 6 seconds video here. It's in portrait. Let me get back the audio. I'll just click here, go back to the volume, and then push it to the... All right. So that is what we needed. I'll just click OK. Then the next thing you can do, you want now to market your brand. All you need to do now is to add a watermark. To do that, you just come back and click on overlay. You see where they have written overlay? You click on overlay and then add overlay. Then you'll add it as a photo, right? If you have it as a video, you'll add it as a video. But for me, it's as a photo. Just click in here. Then you can search in the albums. I'll just come here and select logos. For me, I put it in the logos, and then I'll select this logo and say, okay. So I'm assuming I'm making for Aero News, and then I'll just shrink it down, just like that, down, just like that. Usually, I usually like to put it at the center, but you can push it anywhere. For example, if you need it to be here, you can always push it there. And by the way, if you made a mistake, you can always undo it. To undo it, you see this arrow that looks back, it means undo. So if I click on undo, it will get it back to where it was before. So normally I usually want it to be there. And when it is there, I usually want to have it, its opacity reduced. First of all, you'll push this to the entire of your video. Just click here and drag, just like that. Then I want to reduce its opacity. So make sure it is selected, then move and search for opacity. You'll find that the opacity is, where is it? Have I selected it? Where is it? Yeah, it's here. Opacity. And then on the opacity, I'm going to change. Opacity is the transparency of that very, adjustment or layer that you've added. So if I reduce it, you see it's vanishing. But I usually want to do some 70-ish or 50-ish so that at least it's, so that it is transparent. Then after all that, now what is remaining is to save our work. But before that, we want us to remove this CapCut logo, that watermark. So you select the CapCut watermark and delete. Remember, I taught you in the previous video. Then after that, you can choose the resolution that you want. You can choose 1080, 720 or 480. You can also choose the frame rate that you want to use. But me, I'm using 30 frames per second and 1080. That's all what I need. Then I'll click on this top arrow to export this. And it will take the least time possible to export that and save it in my files. You can share this on TikTok right from here, or you can come back and look for your very video. It's usually saved in the files, or the DCIM, and you find that your video has been saved. And so that is how you can use CapCut to edit your shorts. I'm hoping that this video has been helpful to you. If you found value in this video, you already know what to do. Hit that like button so that we can reach out to many more people. You can always subscribe to this channel at any point you wish to. And not only subscribe, you can also ring that bell so that you do not miss any other future videos that we are going to do on this channel. Otherwise, I'm hoping that I will see you in our next video. Peace.